Hello, welcome back to Epic Phill Reviews, where we're still doing hotels on International Drive, Orlando, Florida, hoping at some point we can get back over there. Now, I keep on going back to International Drive. One, it seems these videos get the most views, and two, this is a place where there's so many different types of hotels, from very low price to medium to quite high, that it's giving people more of an option. And I think personally it's in a good area. While you're watching this video, please remember to subscribe to Epic Phill, like this video, and comment below if you stay at this hotel. Now, as per normal, we start with a YouTube video of the hotel, have a look around the grounds and that. Then we move on to TripAdvisor, where we do 6 reviews, 2 awesome, 2 average, and 2 really bad. Move to Google Maps, quickly look over the top of the hotel, see what's around. Then we get into Phil's review, my honest opinion on the hotel, and I try and give it out of 5 stars. Now, disclaimer, I haven't stayed at all these hotels. A lot of them I will say I have been into, but what I have done is a lot of homework, and I do look into these hotels a lot before I even record. So I do watch even more than one video that we watch. I'll read a hell of a lot of TripAdvisor, and I actually know the area International Drive very well, so this makes it a lot easier. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to move across to YouTube and watch the video. As per normal, the video I've sped up, made my sort of version of it, sped it up so we can watch it quicker. Always go and watch the person who's actually made the video, go and subscribe to them, and go and like their video if you choose to. So what we're going to do now is obviously get into this video of the Rosen Inn at Pointe on International Drive. Nice pub inside, it looks like, and Tui there to help. It's the same with the Rosen International. It's a lot the same about this hotel. I'm not a fan of the colour of the reception area, but that's just a preference of mine, that's all. It's very clean though. Places to eat, as you can see. Buffet breakfast in there and the restaurant in the evenings. Pre-COVID, it looks like there was a lot of choices of different types of food as well, what's always useful, I think. I'm not sure if they're doing buffet after COVID. They might bring it back eventually, but for now, I suggest they're probably not doing it. A nice shop to get all your bits in. You may forget some clothes and that you need quickly. Bit of food, some toys, clothes, yeah. As I said, you can clearly see it's a motel type of hotel again. There is no indoor corridors for the rooms. Kids play park there. Nice size pools. I actually think these pools look better than the Rosen Inn International pools, just a personal opinion. This resort does have free parking and free Wi-Fi, by the way, and no resort fee. Yeah, if you don't want much, it's going to be hard with noise. If you want to go right at the back, you're going to get the motorway. I'm not sure what they call them out there, we call motorways. This is like drone footage, some of it. Yeah, that's definitely drone footage. Very well done. As I said, follow Portal Orlando and go and watch the full video in full speed as well. Normal speed, I should say. We go into one of the rooms. A lot like the Rosen Inn International, as you can see, 2 queen beds. Old style aircon. I wish they would update them in a lot of these motel hotels in Orlando, but if they weren't, I suppose it doesn't matter. Now there is a mini fridge, a microwave in this hotel as well. I think the TVs are bigger in in the international, but maybe they've updated the TVs in this one as well. But that's good enough for a hotel room anyway. There's your microwave and fridge. And your bathroom. I think some of them may be disabled, so if you're disabled, please request a disabled room. Then it'll just be a walk-in shower, I think. Very nice, comfortable beds in the international as well, so I can imagine there's not much difference. As I say, the rooms are pretty much the same. Nice outside area as well for drone footage. So I prefer the pools here. Safe free parking, so nice, and there's your front entrance. I actually really enjoyed that video, people. So yeah, I think it's a nice looking hotel, motel, whatever you want to call it. I don't think it's very overpriced. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to TripAdvisor and we're going to read a few reviews and quickly have a look at some of the hotel amenities, of course. So we're on to TripAdvisor, as you can clearly see now. Let's have a look through some of it. It's Rosen Inn at Pointe, Orlando. It's had nearly 10,000 reviews on the hotel. It is 9,000 International Drive, Orlando, Florida, 328-199315. There is no phone number. It's not always helpful, in my opinion. I say out of its nearly 9,498 reviews, I should say, what I think is absolutely fantastic. It's got 4 out of 5, so that's pretty good. Locations, nearly 4.5. Cleanliness, it's 4 out of 5. Service is 4 out of 5, and value is 4.5 out of 5. So property amenities, we have a quick overlook at these. If you want to see them all, go on TripAdvisor yourself and check them up. All right, property amenities, free parking, as I said earlier, free high-speed internet. There's obviously pools, a bar lounge, a games room. Apparently it does karaoke, children's activities, family friendly. Free shuttle or taxi services. I believe that's to Universal Studios. Room features. So we get into the room features, and they are air conditioning, housekeeping, safe, iron, laptop safe. So it's the same safe, your laptop will fit in it. A microwave, refrigerator, and flat screen TV. Room types are non-smoking rooms, suites, and family rooms. Now, I don't know the difference between suites. I didn't even know this one did a suite. So even though I've looked it up, that's kind of confusing. What they think a suite is will be interesting to see. Maybe a suite is a king-size bed for them. Hotel class, so is 3 out of 5 stars. And as per normal, as I always say, for Orlando, Florida, language spoken at this hotel is English and Spanish. Hotel style, value, centrally located. Well, it is actually very well located. So we're going to move across to excellent reviews, as I always start with the best. I don't know why, but it's just my thing I like doing. So this one is from Beth C, a review on March 2021. Always enjoy staying at the Rosen in Pointe, Orlando. We stay here a lot and the rooms are always clean. The property is extremely well maintained. All rooms are the same, so no worries about not having a microwave, mini fridge, 2 double beds on site. Security always have a presence, making you feel secure no matter the time of day or night. The staff is amazing. They are always happy to accommodating. Last month security personnel moved his private vehicle to give us a closer parking space. That's good. And it is located right in the heart of iDrive, so you can walk to the restaurants and entertainment or jump onto the iDrive. The next one is Candice C, and Candice did this on January 2021. The review: home away from home. I travel 6 hours every week to work in Orlando to cover for physicians during the COVID crisis. Thank you, much respect. I have stayed in this hotel 5 days a week for a year. I love it. It's comfortable, quiet, has a beautiful ground, and a lovely pool. The staff is over the top wonderful. Gnarly, I believe, welcomes me by my name every week and sets me up with my favourite spot every week. I adore her. It's hard to be away from home, but this place has made it much easier on me. The entire staff are very welcome. I highly recommend. I've changed it slightly at the end. I would just like to say, Candice, from everybody, thank you for all the hard work you're doing through this COVID-19 crisis. Now we're going to move across to the average reviews. Amber M wrote this on the 4th of April 2021, I believe. Hasn't put the date year on for some reason. Just okay. The entrance. So, the entrance of the hotel makes you believe the rooms will be quite nice, but looks can be deceiving. Staff are quite rude. It's quite a big change also. The security are quite pleasant. The Universal staff was great. The room had 2 queens. We also had a rollaway. The rollaway had to be placed in front of the door because all the rooms are very small. The kitchenette area is in the bath area. The walls are super thin and you can hear everything. The humidity in the room was quite bad. The pool areas were nice. Even the security, we noticed some drug activity from some of our guests. I would not stay in this hotel again. Very mixed signals sent in that one, so you're happy, not happy, but is it really to the point that you wouldn't stay again? I'm not too sure about that. Drugs can happen in high-end hotels to low-end hotels to medium. People take drugs. It doesn't depend what type of person you are, so that can happen. If you notice it in the security, sorted it. Very well done on the security. A lot of the older hotels, actually a lot of the hotels on I Drive in general have thin walls, and humidity doesn't make sense with your aircon. That should help that out. So I'm kind of shocked by that one, but yeah, that's their review. We go to AMV 10/13, and they do say this on a review on September 2020. Good for the price. The room was clean and comfortable. Front desk staff was great. Our room had a strong stale cigarette smell. Well, people shouldn't be smoking, so that shouldn't have happened. And when we first checked in, but that's why I travel with air fresheners. Well done. Great location, convenient to all of the theme parks and ton of restaurants. I don't know that I would consider it kid friendly, since every night of our stay people gathered loudly in the walkway late at night and early morning, cutting up and smoking weed. Clearly there's a drug problem there. To each of their own. Weed to me personally, it doesn't bother me. Other drugs my end, but I can understand families or people don't want to be around that stuff. I do not take it myself, if you're wondering. Well, to each of their own, but when it is right outside your room, I agree. Being brought in by the air condition, it sucks. Free parking and no resort fee is a huge plus. The only reason that I wouldn't stay here again is that as soon as you check in, the staff sends you a guy across the lobby who tries to get you to participate in a 2-hour-long presentation for $100 gift card. Not enough for me. 500 you'd get me in, maybe. The person I was sent to was incredibly persistent. That's their job, unfortunately, and would absolutely not take no for an answer. I finally had to walk away and avoid the lobby for the rest of my stay. You don't need to avoid the lobby, people. You've got to be assured, look me in the eyes and say, it doesn't matter how much you're going to offer me or anything. If you're not interested, I'm not going to do it. Thank you, though. I am now going to go to my room and enjoy my holiday. Please leave me alone. If they don't just walk away and they still persist at that point, say, I'd like to talk to the manager, it will stop. It's annoying, but you can get rid of them. So, as I said, yeah, just remember, it's just, you've got to be stern with them. I do this a lot in Tenerife as well, with, I believe, what I call the looky men, who say, sell all the fake watches and bags and that. If I'm not interested, thank you. But be nice. They're doing the job. So don't be rude. Be, stern to them, but be polite at the same time. You have to hit that line perfectly, I personally think. Anyway, terrible reviews. These are the best ones. I always love reading these. These are the people who are asking for too much. So these will be the super long ones because they always are longer than normal ones. Is this Houston, Tex? And this was a review. What would have been yesterday? So it would have been Saturday, the 24th of the 4th, 2021. Bad. I do not recommend at all. Stayed a week and our room smelled so bad like a sewer. Could have asked for a room. And the parking is terrible after dark. Literally nowhere to park, so cars were parked at the load and unload areas. I'm guessing it's a full hotel at the time when you went. Was you here for spring break? Especially weekends. I don't care about weed, but our room smell of it like almost every night. Now, this is the third person saying about drugs. I'm guessing the first person was weed as well. Yeah, Rosen, get this under control. I don't know if it's legal in Orlando. If it is, there's nothing you can do. It's not legal, and loads of people are doing it. Get the security to shoo them out to the car park at least. Get them out of the way. It's not fair to go into people's rooms who don't smoke it or don't smoke full stop. At least don't smoke it in the rooms or right outside my door, which is what I just said. Have a little respect. They don't do room service due to COVID. That's understandable. Or maybe not, actually. Supposed to be every 4 days room service. So room service, I mean cleaning, I'm guessing. Supposed to be every 4 days from your arrival. But they didn't do anything that they promised. I would have called on the 4th day and demanded someone to come in and clean. But I called and asked for towels and sheets. And it took them 2 hours to get to me. Well, yet again, if there's less staff or if they're busy, it's a busy period. You can't expect the stuff straight away. If you want it straight away, ask them to bring it to front reception and you will come and pick it up yourself. It's an inconvenience, but you have to think things through. Elevator was broke, have to get that fixed, and have the time. Elevator was broke half the time, I should put the have. Arcade games were either broken or way too much. Pool table was torn, yeah, that needs redoing. Restaurants were closed. It's annoying that the hotel restaurants are closed, but you're right in the centre of International Drive. There is so many around you. This should not even be a problem. Does not even serve breakfast. Now, I'm guessing that's down to COVID because they obviously did beforehand. Absolutely the worst experience ever. I will never stay here again, nor recommend this property to anyone. One last thing. If you are a coffee drinker, bring your own coffee pot and things to go with it because the Starbucks there sucks. Walk away now. Save your time. Trust me. I don't think Houston Tech's like the hotel. So we move on to Corey. Corey is a review yet again on the 24th of April 2021, as I said. Let's have a nice little read of Corey quickly. Check-in overload. Sorry. Have to stand in line of 30 plus people to check in a room that's already been booked. 8 paid for online and paid maybe. Online to online is complete bull beep and unacceptable. Figure out a better system. May our stay be nicer than the absolute turn up I was getting check-in process. So you gave it a 1 because your check-in took longer than normal. Yet again, was you here on a very busy period? Was you there for spring break? Bit of emphasis to tell people, I know in busy periods it can take longer, but if I would never give a hotel a bad review just for the long check-in. I give my review for check-in, hotel facilities, the hotel itself, the staff. Pretty much that's it, and obviously the room. I don't do it for one thing. I would never give a bad review for one thing. I would bring it up in a review, and if I thought the hotel was a 5-star, that might take it down to a 4, and if one more thing was bad, down to a 3, and on and on. But yeah, some of these, I think people can be a little bit harsh, and I can understand maybe they just even booked in yesterday when this was reviewed put up, and that's why I don't review until at least a week after my holiday to let everything come in, and then it'll stress me, will then calm down. Now, that was great. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move across to obviously Google Maps. Let's have a look around the vicinity. Now, being an I drive person myself, I know there's a hell of a lot around this hotel. So here we are at Google Maps. Let's have a look-sees at the Rosen Inn at Pointe. Now, as you can see with my arrow, this is the Rosen Inn Pointe. It's a big hotel facilities. Clearly has 3 pools. I'm going to zoom in a little, maybe not that much. So we're at the super zoom. But as you can see, yep, that's the Rosen Inn Pointe. Now, outside of the hotel, you can see a Pizza Hut is there. Straight away, just goes to Eagle Steakhouse. But if you move this way, you can see Wonderworks straight away. iFly, Miller's. This is Walgreens is not even that far away. Dave and Buster's, that's an arcade place. What can be fun to play in Olive Garden. A lot of people recommend Olive Garden Italian to eat at, so I've never done it myself. Something I really need to try. But yeah, a lot of people in Facebook groups do recommend that. Apparently, you have a TGI's, a Domino's Pizza. Bahama Breeze is another fun place. Good Nights Out is Howl and the Moon, Orlando, with live bands. And then people like myself, you've got the Hooters there, as you can clearly see. You've got Boston Lobsters, a few more hotels. There's so much around this area. Pirate Cove Golf is a great one to play. People give that a go. Bargain Well to buy all cheap clothes and that. As I say, there's so many different places to eat. And then you've got a complex, the Orlando, where Icon Park, where the Orlando Eye is, where the new vertical slingshot upwards is. And yet again, people, on my other YouTube page, Epic Shows, go and subscribe to that. That will be in the show notes as well. And at the end of the video, you'll be able to click on it. We get to 1,000 subscribers. Me and Simon are going to do that slingshot live for you on Facebook, so, and YouTube. Shake Shack, another great place. I've done the swing, absolutely brilliant. Across the road, a bit like Hooters, you got Twin Peaks, another good place to eat. There's Ripley's, believe it or not. Then you move down, right down here, loads and loads of places to eat. A bigger Walgreens. You've got a Golden Corral there, Checkers. If you're driving, I always forget to get this in here. You've got BP and Shell garages. And across the road, you've got McDonald's, Popeyes, and places like that. Even Hogan's, Beach Shop, IHOP, on and on, Denny's. You can see it goes on forever. All the way up that road. Just go to Universal Studios as well. Now, sorry about that. If you drive down here, this does interest a lot of people. There is down Turkey Lake Road. You've got your GameStops and all them people. I'm waiting for the picture. You have a super-size Walmart. The picture doesn't want to fix itself. There we go. Super-size, lovely, lovely Walmart Supercenter, where I do a lot of my shopping. Now, people save a lot of money. I do go here buy it because you don't want to go out all the time if you can't afford it. Don't stress yourself out. Go to a Walmart or Walgreens, buy your cereal or your bread and all that for your room. I would say buy yourself a toaster while you're in there, and just basically get all your necessities for the microwave as well, and it'll make it a lot cheaper. Fruit, crisp, everything. So that is pretty much Google Maps of the hotel area. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move across to my review, what I've seen, what I've read, and what I've shown you on Google Maps. Now, the Rosen Inn at Pointe is pretty much the Rosen Inn International, just different side of International Drive, basically. So the other international, if interested, was at that McDonald's I just pointed out near Popeyes and all them. Now, the Pointe, as I said, I prefer the pools and that. It looks better, and it is, if you want the more modern area of International Drive, this is the hotel area for you. The rooms are nice. Now, the weed thing makes it a bit harder to review it perfectly well. I do think hopefully they will get that under control with more complaints, hopefully. But rooms and normally the facilities and everything around it, I can't fault these hotels. Price-wise, they're really, a very good price. Yet again, UK people, it's very different from these hotels. Universal and Disney charge you a certain amount of people in the room, and then when you add people on, they put the price up. These type of hotels on International Drive, though, do not. So when you have 1 person to 4 people, even 5 people, however many you think you can fit in, it's a base price. That's it. So the price you're looking at is the price you're getting, and it does shock a lot of people, the good pricing. Now, I would give this out of Phill's stars. The smoking had to take it down from 4. Fortunately, the weed, as I said, I don't smoke weed, but it doesn't bother me. But a lot of people with young children, or even people just don't like it, it's going to be a game changer for them. So for me, I have to give it a 3.8 out of 5 at this moment. In the future, guys, if they get this weed problem under control, I would give it a 4. It's just a typical motel. If you're looking for hotels, as I always say, guys, that you're not really doing theme parks, maybe look around a bit more. There could be choices. But if you're looking for one for a base to sleep in, for your casual, every once in a while, lazy days, or even evenings quickly into the pool, you can't go wrong with the Rosen at Pointe in Orlando. So as I said, 3.8 out of 5, all due down to the smoking. It would have been a 4. So people, I really hope you enjoy this. Please check out my other YouTube channel with Simon. It's called Epic Shows, where we do the Epic Florida project, where we talk all things Orlando and keep you up to date on news. Also check out, if you're into the spooky spooktacular, Ghost Aliens Beyond. That is my other show where we go into all different types of stuff and we get into the spooky. And hopefully you'll see it now. Up there is Rant Sportz, where quite a few of us, different people all the time, we're going to talk sport around the world. We're going to debate, argue, and disagree with people. Warning note, that one isn't going to be for children, so please, 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 I will make that one so on account, if you're a kid, you can't watch it. But the rest of them are perfectly good for families. Also, subscribe to me, Epic Phill, and, give me a comment if there's a hotel you'd like to check out, or comment what you thought of this hotel if you stayed here before, even if you're booking it up. Has this put you off? Let me know. Anyway, everybody, stay safe and see you soon from me to you. Bye all.